Good morning to all present here. In this video lecture series, we are going to discuss about robotics. In the previous class, we had discussed about what is a robot and defined robotics and what are all the various associations of robotics, and according to the Japan Association, what are all the different types of robot. Now we are going to discuss about the types of robot. There are about 5 different types of industrial robot based upon the applications and based upon the movement of the robotic arm. Some of them are Cartesian robot, cylindrical robot, spherical robot, articulated or anthropomorphic robot, and SCARA. First, we are going to discuss about the Cartesian robot. That means 3L. What is the meaning of 3L means? It has a 3 linear movement. A Cartesian robot, also known as a Cartesian coordinate robot, is a common type of industrial robot. It has 3 arms that each function along linear axis of control. Each of these axes is at an right angle to the another 2. There are different types of motions available. Some of them are forward, reverse if horizontal direction, and also it moves along the upward movement and also downward movement direction. In simple, the Cartesian robot has a 3 linear motion: upward, downward, rightwards, leftwards, and this robotic arm upward and downward motion. Second type is the cylindrical robot. The short form is the 2L/R. That means it has a 2 linear movement and 1 rotary movement as it is prescribed in the diagram. It has 3 axes of movement, 2 of which are linear. This arm moves upward direction and downward direction, and this arm moves leftwards and rightwards direction, and this arm rotates in the particular direction, and 1 circular motion. So usually robot of this type can move along Z and Y axis and rotate along the Z axis. Therefore, it forms a cylindrical coordinate system. So the name is cylindrical robot, 2L/R. Third type is the articulated or anthropomorphic robot. It is denoted as 3R. That means it has a 3 revolving movement. 3 rotary joints are placed in the arm and it gives us 3 rotary movement. The articulated or jointed arm robot are sometimes called as anthropomorphic arms, closely resembles the human arm. The mechanical structure has 3 rotary joints which form a polar coordinate system. This is the one joint, and this is the another joint, and this is the third joint. These 3 joints moves in the rotational directions. So the name simplifies 3R. Next, we are going to define the geometry of the robot. Define link. Links are rigid components that provide relative motion between the input link and the output link. This is the link 1, 0, link 1, link 2, and it is connected with the help of the joint 1 and joint 2, and this is the end of the arm. Joints are the connection between the 2 links. And we are going to discuss about the types of joints in the robotic arm. There are about 5 different types of joints: linear joint, orthogonal joint, rotational joint, twisting joint, and then revolving joint. Other name of linear joint is L type. The orthogonal joint is O type joint, and the rotational joint is R type, and twisting joint is T type, and the revolving joint is V type. First one is the linear joint. This is the input link and this is the output link. With the help of the joint, the robotic arm moves leftwards and rightwards direction. And second diagram simplifies the orthogonal joint. Here there is a provision to made another joint in the perpendicular direction to the input link. Third one is the rotational joint. Here the arms moves in the rotational direction. Fourth diagram simplifies the twisting joint. That means a T-type joint. And the fifth one is the revolving joint, V-type joint. Here the output simplifies that we will get the revolving direction. Next, we are going to discuss about the 2 more degrees of freedom. What is degrees of freedom? Every mechanical point on a robot except in the gripper or tool at which some form of joint induces motion in a robot is called as the degrees of freedom. In simple, it simplifies the movement of the robotic arm. Robots are normally classified according to the number of degrees of freedom they possess. Next important 2 mark is the work envelope or workspace. The envelope or space within which the robot can manipulate the end of the wrist is known as the work envelope or space. This portion is the work envelope of the particular robotic arm. The extreme position of the robot axis describes a boundary for the region in which the robot operates. It can be determined by the number of joints, types of joints which is used in the robotic arm, and then the range of motion of joints, and then physical size of the joints. Thank you.